Helen Yee here in Las Vegas, being joined by the one and only and quickly becoming a fan favorite, Mr. Dricus du Plessis. Great to see you here in Las Vegas. I see you enjoying yourself, going to the Hoover Dam. You almost slipped, by the way, and then playing some baseball, hitting some home runs I saw, and of course some backyard mini golf.
Yeah, man, it's good to be here. It's good to be here and experience the whole Vegas for what it has. It's my second time going to the Hoover Dam. Everybody that came with for the first time, it's great to show them. It's pretty spectacular and having a good time. We came in quite a bit earlier this time and making the most of our time, staying busy and staying active. Hitting some balls. It's great.
Definitely, but I do have to say that your teammate Cameron Simon, I mean, he still remains undefeated because I saw him get that hole-in-one here, and you haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I mean, that was warm-up rounds, and I don't think it's necessary that, okay, I took that loss, and I'll take it, but it's fine, whatever.
It's all good. Wait for after the fight for that rematch. But speaking of your fight, everybody is looking forward to your upcoming fight, UFC 290 against Robert Whittaker, and I know you told the Schmo that you're ready to finish him and show that impressive performance, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I step in there, the first opportunity I get, I'll go for that finish, like in every other fight. I mean, that's why I'm there. And of course, what's there not to love about this fight? If you look at my fights, if you look at Whittaker's fights, it's a clash. It's imminent. Like I always say, I do not have the ability to have a boring fight. Never have, never will. And Whittaker, the same thing. He just goes out there to fight. He's a warrior, and I'm a warrior, and we're gonna meet in the middle of that cage, and it's gonna be excellent. I think every single MMA fan in the world is gonna love this fight, and ultimately, I'll be walking out of there with the finished victory.
And a lot of people are also talking about a future title fight against Israel. So what challenges do you think that you present to him that he hasn't seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite evident that my style is very unorthodox and something most people say it's a little bit awkward and something you haven't really seen a lot of. So, I mean, that in itself, but for now, I'm not even thinking about that at all. The one objective right now is Robert Whittaker, and it's a big objective, and that's the name I need to tick off my list right now for my emotional, my physical, and every single thought that I have goes around this fight, winning this fight, and becoming the #1 contender.
And that's a great mindset to have. But looking at your division, I mean, obviously there's a lot going on. Jared Cannonier recently beat Marvin Vettori. He just set the new record of most significant strikes. So what did you make of his performance?
I thought it was a great performance. He really surprised me with that performance. I was really quite shocked to see how good he performed in that fight. Marvin Vettori obviously has a granite jaw. He took some big punches, but you're fighting at the top guys in the world. Everybody in that top 5 is dangerous, and anybody on any night can beat the champion. So it was an incredible performance, and especially at the age and where the trajectory of Jared Cannonier, it was incredible to see him coming back and fighting. Almost looked like he had a new breath of fresh air. Like he really put on an amazing performance.
And Khamzat Chimaev's looking to make a permanent move to 185, but there hasn't been any opponent announced. Who do you think he should fight?
I think he should fight anybody. Maybe anybody ranked will be great because he hasn't done that. And and he's been talking about fighting at 185 for such a long time. Well, he's been talking about fighting for a very long time, but I haven't seen anything, so I'm not really getting any thought to that.
And lastly, I know you proudly represent South Africa, and someone else who's from South Africa who's talking about wanting to get in the fight game and fight Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk. Some fans wanted me to ask you, would you be willing to train him?
100%. He's born in South Africa. He is a South African boy, so that'll be awesome. I mean, why not? Getting a South African UFC fighter to train Elon Musk for probably arguably the biggest fight in the history ever of sports. That'll be awesome.
And for all your fans who can't wait to tune in and watch your fight next weekend, UFC 290 against Robert Whittaker, what would you like to let them know?
It's going to be explosive. It's going to be amazing, and I'm coming out there to get a victory. You might be shocked, you might not believe it, but at the end of the day, that's what I do. I win fights, and I'm going out there to win a fight spectacularly.